Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good morning. Ira Epstein of Lynn & Associates with your morning flash update for this Monday, the 17th of April, 2017, 9:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time. All right, we come back, and you would think the world's tensions and all would weigh on the stock market. Not the case. We're getting a bounce, but got to remember, this market is broken fairly hard over a 3-4 week period now, so getting a bounce here, not to be unexpected. Metal markets getting a little bit of a bounce. Copper market doing better, probably because Chinese numbers look better. When you see them in a moment here, you'll see that the economy there is doing actually pretty good for the first quarter. A lot of people think the second half of the year in China is going to see a slowdown. We're not seeing it yet, though. Dollar index under pressure as we're seeing the bonds, the notes, as you'll see, stable here. But as we come to the dollar, well, we got the British pound up against it, the Japanese yen, the euro, so the dollar's just under general selling pressure. As we come back into the grain market, we're seeing the corn running into a bit of resistance. Beans got beaten up pretty good last week, so they're getting a bounce, but I think that's all that you can say that it is. As we're stepping over right now into the grain markets, pretty much unchanged in the nat gas, gasoline. Well, a lot of people still looking at this market on a seasonal, thinking it's going to go higher. And of course, as we look over here at WTI, crude, pretty stable right now. Now, in the crude oil market, that's going to be interesting too, because there's a lot of developments taking place. And I'll get to that when I talk about China. The National Association of Home Builders, their April housing index, 68, prior month was 71, slipped back a little bit. We'll see what that means. You know, interest rates have not been going up. They've been coming down during this time frame, but we'll see the carryover, I guess, from the March period when we raised the Fed rate. The New York Empire survey looks good to me on most areas here. 5.2, they expected 15.3, but everything else makes it up. 13.9 on the employment index. New orders index was fairly stable at 7. Anything with a positive, still a good number overall. Their prices received was strong. You can see the prices paid was strong. Their inventories index grew 3.6. They had a drawdown last month in the index at least. And as you can see, the shipments index is good. So I wouldn't call it a stellar report, but I wouldn't call it bad either. Business inventories right as expected. No surprises here whatsoever. And then we get to China. Now, first quarter GDP, fastest growth since 2015, the third quarter of that. So that's a nice big bump there. Retail sales surged 10% in March from a year earlier, and February was 9.5. Investments in buildings and factories grew 9.2%, speeding up from the 8.9 that they saw in the first 2 months. Record amount of steel produced, not rebar, different grade of steel. And that's why rebar futures there were down so much, but this is still a big amount. Where's that steel going is going to be a big question for the Trump administration. Now, here's something that's important. They produced 16.6 million tons of crude, roughly 3.9 barrels a day, and that was down from a year earlier, and that number is expected to drop. As that drops, it probably means that what starts taking place is imports by China pick up in the energy sector, and that is something to pay attention to as well. Remember, they're putting all kinds of restrictions and capital controls on goods, so that is weighing on this market any way that you want to cut it. I want to remind you, my trading school, the discount ends today. So yes, through tonight you can buy it. You're going to get, if you use Ira 15, $15 off the $89.95 price. After that, I'm raising the price, taking off the discount. So take advantage of it. I cover in it an awful lot for you. Window envelopes, slow stochastics, different types of moving averages. I'm not just talking the 18 and the 100. More moving averages are in there. Then you get my minimum twice daily updates. access to the videos. 54 videos, each 8 minutes long approximately. You can go through these in well under a couple of weeks. You'll start mastering the techniques. In the morning, you see the live video that I do, and you go, oh, there's that what he's talking about in swing lines. There's what he's talking about in outside days. It all comes together, and that is the idea here. Where are you going to get a bet for $89.95 on yourself? Use Ira 15, $74.95. No shipping, no handling. Take advantage. I tell you, at the end of today, everything changes on the pricing and the discount goes away. Have a great day. How do you get this, by the way? I should have said that. 866-973-2077. That's our phone number. You can go to our website, www.iraepstein.com. You'll see a carousel of offers, or you can go under the word education. That's the right way to do it. You'll see right under there a page that says become a subscribe or purchase the course. You will see all about that. And you can click right up here, by the way, as well. If you're watching me on YouTube, it'll take you right to the page you need. There'll be a video, a fact sheet, explains everything for you. I'm Ira. Have a great day. I'll talk to you in the afternoon in our end of the day